get things rolling. Maybe wait a little minute to get folks coming on board. As you can see, we're coming here live from His Royal Highness's perch in the living room, headquarters for Reuben Central. And hopefully you guys can hear a little bit better this time. We went and got a little directional microphone. So hopefully on these live things it'll be a little bit better. So let me know if this is sounding all right. Give me a thumbs up or tell me how this sounds. But we'll have Carol once again managing the live feed. And
hi there.
Checking out questions. Good morning to everybody, or good afternoon.
Everybody, they can hear you great. Sounds perfect.
Good. That's
Manchester, UK coming in. Oh.
The motherland, yes. And we're doing this obviously from the chair again because we've got Reuben in a rather sedate situation. So I know we'd like to vary up the background every now and then, maybe do this on a remote location sometime, but this is the best way that we can at least keep him in the camera, keep him controlled, so you guys can at least see him, and with him not being completely bananas. But hope that everybody has been doing well with all of the coronavirus quarantining and such. I think we've been a little bit luckier here than a lot of other folks because we've been able to get out and get to the park and do a little bit of the shopping, things like that every now and then. So he's been getting his exercise. It's obviously making him tired, as you can see, but we still try and get him out every morning and evening. Although it is starting to get a little bit warmer here. It's getting into upper 80s, so it gets a little bit too hot even in evening time. We gotta make sure it's cool before we get him out because he definitely overheats a bit. So.
Yeah, a lot of people saying hello from all over the country, all over the world actually. Europe, China, everybody.
Nice.
So,
as always, we are extraordinarily grateful that you guys tune in for Reuben, and we're happy that he can bring a little bit of happiness, a few smiles here and there with his personality and everything else that comes with this 65-pound bag of dog. And see, one of the questions that we've been getting over this time period is how has Reuben been faring essentially during the quarantine with us being at home all the time? And quite frankly, he's sleepy. He's actually extra tired because normally if I'm out working and Carol's doing errands and in and out of the house, he is asleep. He'll get up, have breakfast, do a little bit of playing, a little bit of yak stick chewing, and then take about a 3-hour nap. And he's not been getting his nap because with me home, every time I move, he's like, "Wait a minute, are we going somewhere?" You know what? So he's constantly on alert. He's very hyper vigilant. So he's been very sleepy and a little overtired these last 2 months because he's not getting his beauty sleep.
Definitely, we're exhausting him from being home.
Yeah, we're very stimulating for him as you can see. So.
Some people are saying like the date is wrong or something on the video, so we'll have to figure it out afterwards. But
all right.
In the meantime, we're here. So ask away. Why does Rue prefer yak sticks? Well, they're edible. So
yeah.
We feel good about giving that to him. Simple ingredients.
Yeah, for whatever reason, he's not a big fan of toys anymore, and he really just he plays ball a little bit down the hallway a little bit, and it's his yak stick is his primary go-to for anything like chewing activity wise, and it's so he loves them. So we just go with what works. Keeps his teeth clean, so that's good.
A lot of people saying hello. Does anybody have any questions? Hi, France.
Bonjour, ça va bien? Let's see what else we can tell you. We're going to try and get out to a couple new parks, maybe this weekend, maybe next weekend. Give a different view. We kind of exhausted some of the same places, so maybe we'll do another one where we can get a Reuben level view with the GoPro. See how he's doing.
Here are a couple. Reuben's 4 years old. Somebody asked how old he was and what's his favorite food. Well, pretty much anything.
Anything. There's very few things that he turns down. Quite frankly, he's quite happy to eat really most everything.
Yeah. We do feed him. They asked. We do feed him Royal Canin Bulldog food, and he's tolerated that well. Has been happy with it. We do supplement with green beans because we're trying to keep his weight under control, and he's really only about, what would you say, like 2 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
So, it's manageable. keeping his activity up obviously is the
Right.
challenge.
Yeah, it's a little harder in summertime when it gets warmer, and so we can't get out as often, or we have to make sure we limit our walk so he doesn't overheat. But the green beans have definitely helped out.
Somebody says, are your human children jealous of the dog? No, we have teenagers,
Yeah.
so they, they're off on their phones, ignoring us for the most part. So it's okay.
I think we have teenagers. I see them every now and then around the house. There's somebody living here. I'm not sure. I guess it's them. But yes, hopefully we may find out years down the road in their memoirs that they were extraordinarily jealous, and they've developed some kind of condition because of it. But
Somebody says, does Reuben snore himself awake? No, but he's gassed himself awake.
he's done that. He has done that. Yes. No. He's really not that bad in snoring. When he's on this chair and he gets his neck cranked up on the side a little bit, like he can. I think we put that in 1 or 2 videos. He could definitely get some rattling going on.
Mm-hmm.
But at nighttime he sleeps in our room, and it's really not too bad. Although Carol hears it more often than me.
I hear both of you guys.
I don't snore.
Yeah.
That's
Somebody
a lie.
asked, how much does Reuben weigh?
Yeah, 65-ish.
Right,
Or
65,
so around there.
66, it bounces around.
Yeah,
So.
I think his ideal weight that would be around maybe like 62, 63, somewhere around there. But he's kind of maintained this weight for a decent amount of time. The green beans have definitely helped on that too.
Somebody asked, who comes up with his dialogue on the videos? That would be Michael.
That's
entirely.
that's
Michael's
me.
the creative one.
He's my little creative outlet here. So I have everything vetted by Carol, as well as our daughter Rachel. She's good with words and stuff. So she'll make sure all my punctuation. She's a little bit of a grammar police. So she'll look over everything.
Right.
So.
Does Reuben have a bedtime? Huh. He has. It's whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. On a few occasions, it has been often, but he's actually said, "All right, it's time to go to bed," and tries to and lets us know to go in. But for the most part, he's conked out on this chair or somewhere nearby after he has his evening meal, and we wake him up and we all kind of go in as a group. It's a pack.
Somebody asked, how many poops does he have a day? Really?
16. No, it's not 16. No.
Is he healthy? Yes, he's healthy.
Yeah.
And yes, bulldogs have, you have to do your homework before getting a bulldog.
Yeah.
They do have health concerns like any breed, really. He's actually very healthy. He's had 2 ear infections. His weight. We have to watch his weight so that his joints stay healthy. So
he does have allergies. We can tell a lot of times during certain times of the year when he goes out in the grass, he can definitely get pink in the face, and with his white fur underneath, it's a little bit noticeable around his mouth sometimes. But he does take a generic Zyrtec that helps out with that. Vet recommended. So.
Is he our first bulldog? Yes, he's our first bulldog.
Yes, he is.
Somebody had asked earlier if we would get a second bulldog, and the answer to that right now is no, not at the same time. One's enough.
He's he demands a lot of attention. I know there's a theory. Well, if you had 2, they would play together and all that. But I think if there's any attention that was taken away from Mr. Man here, that I'm sure how he would react to that. I'm sure he would probably do fine with another dog, but he's a lot, so we're gonna just pamper him and go from there.
Couple things. Yes, Reuben is neutered.
Mm-hmm.
Does Reuben do yoga? No. You see what he's doing right now. That's it. Oh, how do we handle an angry Reuben, or has he been angry? He really hasn't. He's when he was a puppy, like all puppies, they do their chewing and their biting and their playing,
right.
And you kind of have to make sure you're the dominant one. But he's not. He's a very passive dog, actually. And I know we've gone around about the whole cat thing. He loves cats, but they don't love him. So, he doesn't go after. He's never caught an animal.
No.
Yes, he's interested in a rabbit out back, but I think he's a bit scared of them also.
Right.
So, how did Rue get his name?
We can't remember. We can't. I thought Carol came up with it.
We came up with names. Like we came up with just a cluster of names, and we settled on Reuben. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
Does he have a middle name?
Montague Brown, who was the apparently is I think the right-hand man to Winston Churchill. So we thought that was an appropriate and rather cool name instead of like Steve. So.
What does Rue hate the most?
He probably hates the ear
Nail?
juice. No, his nails. No, he hates getting his nails done. It was as you the video during quarantine here where we have tried, and believe me, over the years we've tried everything to get his nails with the clippers, and after a while he did not respond well to it. So the vet does it perfectly. They make sure he's safe. He's got a very vascular nail bed, so we make sure that they take care of it so we don't clip it too short.
Somebody asked, do we ever get recognized in public?
Once or twice, it's not as often, not too often, but once or twice, you get a look where someone will see Reuben out and come say hi.
Yeah, and also his harness. Where did we get the harness?
It's a really good harness. It is a Julius Canine harness, and that was a gift from someone early on, and that's a amazing, very love it. He doesn't really back out of that, and it's very sturdy. There's a link on our webpage for under the About, so that you can find it on Amazon. But yeah, Julius Canine, good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Somebody asked, "Are your legs okay?"
Yes. I have been conditioned over the last 4 years to have this heavy weight here, so it's all good. But
somebody asked about the biggest health scare that we've had. I think that little lump that he had a little cyst. It turned out to be, so it was benign.
It was on his chest, so he had to have that checked out because our last dog had some lymphoma, had some cancer, so he passed away earlier than his normal lifespan. So that was the first thing kind of came to mind. But luckily, all was good, and he took it like a champ.
They want to know, and by the way, hi from Hong Kong there. They want to know how much time you put into doing the videos.
It depends on the video, because there's some that I may have an idea to do, and that it's more of a production thing. Like if I want to do again on that creative side, maybe the dog law video or the Time Life commercial. That takes a little bit more time. That takes a couple hours to shoot, and kind of editing is the bigger issue. But there's some where Reuben will display some behavior or something that we get on camera that can be a quick one that's easy to put out. So I think the editing is probably that takes the most to make it sure it comes out.
Somebody said the dog law video was great. It's SP Marsh. So yeah.
Thanks, guys. That was that's more for me than anything else. I'm just here to kind of crack myself up on some of those things. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to do that. But there's some local commercials that are pretty funny. So
we had to include some of the outtakes from it, which you guys didn't see all of them, but I can't tell you how much we laughed doing some of these things. It's a little ridiculous. I know we're kind of silly, but Yeah. Somebody asked about. How's Tony, the UPS driver? He's actually going to be retiring soon.
Say it isn't so, but Tony is retiring, and we're very upset about that because Reuben gets a milk bone every single time from him when he comes by. So he loves the big brown truck and listens for it. He knows the sound of it down the street if we're in the garage watching the neighborhood go by. So we got to be careful because he'll run out there.
Exactly. What state do we live in? We live in North Carolina.
Yeah, along the coast. Yeah.
And I know everybody, not everybody, but some people are asking about seeing me, and it's not going to happen. It's
Carol,
not my thing. He's the ham.
Carol and the kids have said, we don't want to do this. We're good off camera. So I'll keep trying, guys. I'll keep trying at some point.
Somebody asked about his ears getting cleaned. We do use it's not called Epiotic now. It's a different solution that we got from the vets that we use about every other week. And he's had 2 ear infections, like I said before. So
yeah, it's not too bad.
Excuse me. Hi, England. We saw Carol's legs once or twice. Yes, you did.
I got to try and sneak those in there. Occasionally, we may even get a hand at some point.
Here, can I do that?
There we go.
You go. Hi. Somebody asked about doing meetups.
Yeah, well,
We've had a lot of requests for that. We haven't branched out to do that kind of thing yet, but
yeah,
you
especially
never
with
know.
especially with the coronavirus. But once things get settled, that we're not opposed to it. We did have a really good time when we did the parade in Jacksonville for the Veterans Day parade, and got to meet a lot of folks, and that wore him out because he probably met a couple hundred people. But that was great seeing everybody. I'm happy to share him.
Somebody asked, and I'm sorry, things are scrolling so fast, but somebody asked if we took him to the groomers to get groomed, and no, we don't.
No.
His hair is short, kind of takes care of itself. The only thing we have to do is his nails.
We're very lucky that he doesn't shed a lot. We have the small little fine tooth comb which we use, which he loves, especially on his backside. But he doesn't shed a lot. I know some bulldogs do, but we've been lucky.
Yeah. So. Hi Toronto, Miami.
All over.
Somebody said squish his face.
Squish it. All right, Reuben. We're gonna squish it. Come here.
Yeah.
Lift up. There we go.
There
you can hold him like that for a while. Oh, I know.
He's tired.
I know. We're interrupting his sleep. But it's very squishable, in case you're wondering. Soft, and this is where his mama grabs him from.
Yeah. Does he like baths?
I wouldn't say he likes them. He doesn't hate them, but he's very interested in getting out after a couple minutes. But yeah, he doesn't mind the water. He loves the ocean. When we go to the ocean, when we're able to get to some of the beaches off season, when you can take dogs, he does like getting in the surf a little bit, and will actually drink a bunch of the seawater. We got to stop him from doing that. But yeah, and he's not been officially swimming yet. But at some point, we've got a life jacket. We'll maybe try and get him in a pool somewhere.
Yeah. His favorite toy. It's really yak sticks. I mean, he likes to run after some balls, or if we're throwing football around outside, he goes after that. But he doesn't do a lot of playing. Like
he's slowing down at 4. He's he's more midlife.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, Reuben, we're not done yet. I know you want to hang with us a little bit longer.
He does have a yak stick on the side of the chair there, Michael.
Maybe we can do that.
I don't know if he'll go for it. Does he have a favorite bed? Reuben and his beds.
Yeah.
He has a bed for different reasons.
That's right.
That's the funny part of it. We've kind of gone through some of that, but he has a bed for chewing his yak sticks on. He has a bed for hiding his bones, and when he runs to get away from the ear cleaning. Yeah. He has a bed for sleeping in.
It's each one's got its own little place, and
of course the chair.
That's right.
Which he gets up on when Michael's not even there. So.
All right, Reuben, you got to stay a little bit longer here. We got a couple more questions to answer. You're doing great, buddy.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
It's super secret. It's so wonderful to see all of the people from all across the world here. It's quite amazing and humbling.
It really is.
Yeah.
And again, some of the letters and emails that we get about what how he's helped you guys out, or what he's meant to you, have been just fantastic. It's just fantastic.
He's trying to escape. He's trying to say,
Hold on,
he's
Reuben.
had enough.
Just give us another minute or two, Reuben. Just a minute or two.
Yeah.
We're still. There we go. Big yawn. He probably wants to go lay down somewhere else in the sun and because we've interrupted that nap.
Yeah.
The beauty sleep interrupted.
No, he's not allowed on the sofa. There's one piece of furniture I want that doesn't have butt cream on it. I know we've gotten so many comments and questions. Oh, let him up on the couch, but I don't want to sit on wrinkle paste.
And even we put blankets on it. We'd have like 5 blankets. It would look like a campground or something. I don't know. So that's the one place. That's a no-go.
Does he know his secret bone collection is on YouTube? Don't tell him.
Shh. Please, guys, come on.
Does he howl? I haven't heard him howl.
No. He'll come. Not really. He's got a bark that goes on a little bit longer when someone comes to the front door. He's got different barks, so it's a little more howly, but not really.
Is he startled by thunder and lightning? I wouldn't say startled. I think he's aware.
He's aware of it, and will sometimes come closer to us at times, but he's pretty good with it.
Go Bills! Yes,
that's right.
I see it.
It's our year. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Rue. He's starting.
He's getting antsy.
Come on, baby. You see, we're lucky we got this out of him so far because he loves to move around. But Anyway, here we go. We'll give him a treat. There we go.
Little treat for him there.
A little distraction.
Well, how's Coco? Coco's doing well. Haven't seen Coco in a while. It's my brother's dog. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think what else.
That's about it.
Yeah.
We appreciate all of you.
Guys, as always, as Carol said, thank you for everything. We appreciate all your comments, and this continues to be an amazing experience. We're so happy to share him, and let's see what else we can tell you. I don't know. But,
we're glad we can keep each other company during this
yes.
stay at home.
Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna let Mr. Man here get down and finish his day of laying around the house for a lot. So we'll do that. As always, thanks, guys. Be well. Take care of yourselves, and be good.
Thank you.